Peter Mbah, Peter Mbah, Peter Mbah Kaigeso. Ole Jede Mona Nana, Peter Mbah Kaigeso.
So what's happening?
We're in APC now.
APC.
Tomorrow is here. 100% APC.
Yeah.
We have to join the trend of what is happening in Nigeria. Is Jagaban all the way?
Great, come.
Is APC all the way?
From APC, tomorrow is here.
From
tomorrow is here.
Bottom to the top is APC. From bottom to the top.
That was a video from the Enugu State Government House confirming the defection of the governor of Enugu State, Peter Mbah, from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressive Congress at the national level. Now, the big question is, how does this defection, this President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's strategy of forcing opposition PDP governors in southern Nigeria to defect to the APC, a strategy that will work for him in the election, for his re-election bid, because his support in the north is dwindling. He is trying to consolidate in the south by poaching the opposition governors. Now, from the PDP in particular. Now, Peter Mbah himself is not going to be the last. Already, there are rumors going on that the governor of Bayelsa State will soon join the train. But let us face Enugu State, that is in the front burner right now. So how does Peter Mbah defecting to APC help Tinubu to win Enugu State in 2027? How does that help him? Because at the end of the day, Mbah himself has only one vote. His government officials, they have only one vote per official. The majority of Enugu people will have the final say in the election. And if I know the people of Enugu State well, like I do know most of the states in the southeast, I do not think that Mbah will be able to determine to the people of Enugu State who to vote for in the presidential election in 2027. Because even Mbah himself, he struggled to win in the last election. He was not a popular candidate at all. He won by the narrowest of margin, if you like, in Enugu's political history. Don't forget that in the March 18, 2023 governorship election in Enugu State, the Independent National Electoral Commission, after protestations by the Labour Party and others, declared Peter Mbah winner with 160,895 votes. 160,895 votes, with which he narrowly beat the Labour Party candidate, Chijioke Edoga, who got 157,552 votes, according to INEC. So it's only about 3,000 votes, or thereabout. That's exactly 3,345 votes. That was what Mbah used in winning the Labour Party candidate, Chijioke Edoga, showing that he does not have, this is not an overwhelming candidate of the people. And there was no rejoicing in his emergence. There was protest over his emergence. He was not like Labour Party candidate, where there was celebration all over the streets of Aba and the streets of Abia State. when he won. So this was a very unpopular governor. Forget about the fact that he has entered now and people say they're mentioning projects he's built in Enugu and all that. But the truth of the matter remains that he was a very unpopular candidate. There was no rejoicing in Enugu State when INEC announced him the winner. There was protest all over the place. We have to put that in mind as we are analyzing his defection to the APC. Okay? And his emergence, it was alleged that it was INEC that manipulated the result on his favor. That was what was alleged by the Labour Party, which, if you look at it on the face value, makes a lot of sense. But the court has finally decided that he is the duly elected governor. But we have to look at this for us to be able to assess whether the man is of any benefit to Tinubu by joining APC in terms of the result of the presidential election in 2027. That's basically what we are looking at. Now, to show you how unpopular he was as a candidate of the People's Democratic Party in that election, when we have 17 local governments in Enugu State. By the time INEC collected the 16 results, 16 out of the 17 results, local government results in Enugu State, Chijioke Edoga was leading this man by 11,000 votes. 11,000 votes. They were waiting for one local government. I think that was in Kano East. That was where it was alleged INEC cooked the figures in his favor. That was where you have a situation where INEC declared 30,000 votes, where you had only 15,000 registered voters. That was how this man emerged. And to put it also in context, Labour Party swept all the state assembly and senatorial seats from that in Kano East, indicating that it was a misnomer that he would have won in that area with such a wide margin. But that was how INEC allegedly cooked the figure in his favor. And the Supreme Court finally sealed it for him. Okay, so that brings into question, that's to show you that the man is not a heavyweight politician in terms of, he doesn't have the street acceptability. Like I told you earlier on, there was no rejoicing when he won. There was protest. There was anger in the land. So capturing such a person the way Tinubu has done, and then he's going to be received by Vice President Kashim Shettima, makes no sense politically. But unless that if the votes of Enugu people will not count, that they are going to do what they did for Mbah in the last time, what INEC did by what they allegedly was accused of doing in Kano East and all that, cooking up the figures. I don't see how his defection is going to make any difference, despite all the noises about his defection and all that. I don't think that will save President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's sinking ship. It cannot stop him from being a one-term president, because what are they going to sell to Enugu people? What is the message? So, like they were saying, you saw in the video one of the officials of Enugu State government saying that it's Jagaban all the way. How does that put food on the table of Enugu people? Jagaban all the way. Jagaban has that reduced the price of rice to what it was even under Buhari. We're not even talking about what a bag of rice was under Jonathan. So how does that help the average Enugu person that he will go under the sun to go and vote Tinubu in the coming election because Mbah has moved to APC. What is the message? What message are you going to tell the Enugu people? That their lives are better now under Tinubu than it were 2 years ago or 8 years ago. So what is the selling point? Except that this is just a mere strategy to deceive the people, so that when the results start coming out, they will say, oh, the governor, we have governors in these states, so we are expected to win it. But it doesn't work that way. And it's not going to work that way unless the election itself is rigged, and even before the votes are cast. But if the Enugu people will vote, given the antecedent of Mbah himself, how unpopular he was before, and given the unpopularity of Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself, I do not see how this man's defection will make people of Enugu State to move from where they were in the last election, where they voted overwhelmingly for Labour Party, to now vote for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has brought excruciating poverty, pain, and allow all kinds of killings to take place in the southeast without doing anything about it, without tackling it in any shape or form. So what basis is Mbah going? What is he going to tell people? He's going to tell people, oh, we want to connect with Abuja. So that's the message. Connect with Abuja. Those who have connected with Abuja, the last time I checked, in northern Nigeria, out of the 19 northern states, about 16 or so are connected to Abuja. Why are they having more poverty than any part of Nigeria under the APC? The last time I checked, even the South, even in the South, where you have their governor defected before this one, how is that connection with Akwa Ibom recently? How has it improved the lives of our Akwa Ibom people? Or in the case of the Delta, how has that impacted the life of Delta people? Are they now better off today than they were when their governors were in PDP? It doesn't add any value. So I don't think that there's anything anybody it's no big deal as far as I can see politically. Tinubu has not won anything, but it has also shown that he has been in panic. This is a panicky move. And the Chibike Rotimi Amechi, remember what he said not long ago, that all these things that governors are being forced to defer to the APC. I don't know how true, but when you see all this happening, when there are no genuine reason for governors to defer to APC, you ask yourself, why do they have to do it? In the case of Enugu State, it's even laughable that Tinubu has to sacrifice his minister just to receive one governor from Enugu State. Does it really make sense? It's a strategy that it shows that the government is in panic. They are afraid that their ship is sinking. That's my take. I don't know what you think about this. Whatever is your position on Enugu State governor's defection, how do you think that it can affect the next, impact the next election in Enugu State? Do you think that Tinubu is going to win Enugu State because Governor Mbah has defected to APC? Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you, and please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.